When the first teaser dropped, the world stopped for a moment, and it wasn't just another brand promotion. It was Jungkook. The name alone was enough to send shockwaves across social media, but this time, something felt different. The energy, the tone, the visuals, everything about Calvin Klein's newest campaign screamed rebirth, and Jungkook stood right at the center of it. Fans barely had a second to breathe before timelines exploded with gasps, tears, and disbelief. "Is this even legal?" one fan tweeted. "How can someone look this perfect and powerful at the same time?" From the shadows of a dimly lit studio, Jungkook emerged, wrapped in the iconic Calvin Klein denim and minimal black aesthetic that has now become his signature. The atmosphere was magnetic. The sound of heavy bass, the flicker of red lights, the reflection of his intense gaze behind a motorcycle visor. It all felt like a cinematic masterpiece rather than an ad campaign. For ARMY, this wasn't just a photo shoot. It was a moment, a declaration. Jungkook had once again shattered expectations, proving that he isn't just a global pop star. He's a force that shapes the culture itself. The campaign, titled Dare to Feel, perfectly embodies Jungkook's evolution as an artist and icon. Calvin Klein's creative team captured a version of him that's both raw and untouchable, wild yet poetic, daring yet graceful. The duality he's always been known for shines brighter than ever here. One moment he's fierce, gripping a motorcycle helmet with that piercing look that could burn through the camera lens, and the next, he's effortlessly soft, leaning back in denim that hugs every line of his form with quiet confidence. It's not just modeling. It's storytelling without words. Social media couldn't contain the chaos. Within minutes, hashtags like hashtag Jungkook's Calvin Klein and hashtag BoldJK trended in over 40 countries. Fans from every corner of the world flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with edited clips, heart-stopping slow motions, and reaction videos that range from screams to speechlessness. "This is art," one ARMY wrote. Calvin Klein didn't just hire Jungkook. They gave him the throne. And indeed, that's what it felt like, a coronation. Jungkook, once the youngest member of BTS, the boy with the shy smile and golden voice, now stands as a global icon who defines masculinity and vulnerability in the same breath. The new campaign doesn't shy away from his physical confidence, his toned physique, sharp jawline, and effortless charm, but it's the emotion behind his eyes that truly captivates. He doesn't need to say a word. The message is clear. This is Jungkook, unfiltered, unafraid, and unstoppable. The red lighting in the teaser was no accident. It symbolizes passion, risk, and desire. The very elements Jungkook has infused into his artistry over the past few years. The color drips across the screen like fire, painting his silhouette in heat and mystery. As the camera zooms in, you can almost hear the echo of his breath behind the helmet, the whisper of rebellion that says, "I'm not here to fit in. I'm here to set the world ablaze." And that's exactly what he did. The behind-the-scenes photos revealed more than just styling. They exposed a side of Jungkook that even longtime fans found new and exhilarating. The way he interacted with the creative team, his quiet focus between takes, and that signature half-smile that lights up any room. All of it reminded the world that while he's become an international superstar, his authenticity hasn't faded. Every frame in the Calvin Klein campaign feels like an honest extension of who he is. Someone who embraces both light and darkness with equal grace. What makes this collaboration even more special is the natural synergy between Jungkook and Calvin Klein. The brand's identity, bold, sensual, timeless, finds its mirror in Jungkook's essence. He doesn't wear Calvin Klein, he becomes it. Whether it's the sleek black denim or the subtle shine of leather under dim red light, the clothes seem to obey him, molding to his form like they were made just for him. Fans have pointed out how even in motion, his presence commands every shot, turning simple gestures, a tilt of the head, a flex of his hand, into unforgettable imagery. But perhaps the most powerful part of this campaign is its message. Dare to Feel isn't just a tagline, it's an invitation. Through Jungkook's portrayal, Calvin Klein challenges everyone to embrace vulnerability and passion in equal measure. The campaign strips away perfection to reveal something far more human, the courage to feel deeply and live boldly. And who better to embody that than someone like Jungkook, who has grown under the public eye yet continues to share his truth through his art, music, and presence. In one of the most talked about scenes, Jungkook rides a motorcycle through a neon-lit tunnel, the wind tearing through the silence as red and blue hues dance across his helmet. The camera follows from behind, and for a split second, viewers see nothing but movement, the rhythm of freedom. That visual alone has been dissected and adored across fan pages and forums. That tunnel scene, it's symbolic, fans claimed. It represents Jungkook's journey, moving forward, chasing light through the unknown. The campaign's cinematography feels like an homage to Jungkook's dual nature, the performer and the dreamer, the rebel and the poet. Every flicker of light, every close-up, every slow motion seems to whisper a story that only he can tell. It's this storytelling power that makes his Calvin Klein projects so much more than brand deals. They become cultural events, each one etched into the collective memory of fans around the world. For Calvin Klein, the collaboration is pure brilliance. For Jungkook, it's yet another milestone in a journey that continues to defy boundaries. He has transformed from being a fashion muse to a cultural icon, someone whose presence alone can redefine the aesthetic of an entire campaign. And the numbers don't lie. Engagement rates skyrocketed, new followers flooded the brand's pages, and pre-orders for the featured items began selling out within hours of release. But beyond the marketing success, what remains most striking is the emotional response. Fans aren't just watching Jungkook model clothes, they're watching him evolve. They're witnessing a living story unfold before their eyes. Every campaign, every photo shoot, every new visual feels like a chapter in his journey towards self-expression and empowerment. And that's why ARMY's reaction isn't just excitement, it's pride. Pride in seeing someone who started as the youngest in a group of 7 now standing as a global figure of confidence and artistry. Pride in seeing their idol redefine beauty and masculinity in a way that inspires millions. As one viral tweet said, when Jungkook wears Calvin Klein, he doesn't just represent a brand. He represents a generation that dares to feel. The campaign closes with a single shot, Jungkook standing still, helmet in hand, eyes fixed on the camera. No words, no sound, just silence and power. The kind that lingers long after the screen fades to black. And now, fans everywhere are left asking, what's next? If this is Jungkook's boldest campaign yet, what could possibly follow? Whatever it is, one thing's certain, Jungkook isn't just wearing Calvin Klein. He's writing history with every look, every move, every heartbeat. So tell us, ARMY, what was your first reaction when you saw Jungkook's latest Calvin Klein campaign? Did you scream, cry, or freeze in awe? Share your thoughts below, because one thing's for sure, the world hasn't recovered yet, and neither have we.